and welcome to Synder tutorials. In this video, you'll learn how to work with Firms Workspace functionality to manage your firm, clients, and colleagues. So, stay tuned. Firms Workspace is a functionality allowing you to work with multiple clients in Synder and invite your colleagues to manage the clients. Here's how it works. Firstly, if you don't have a Firms Workspace, you can create one. To do that, click on the person icon in the upper right corner, My Account, and scroll down the page. You'll see two options: Users, which is just a separate ability to add users to the current account you're in, and Accounting Firm. Just select Accounting Firm and Create a Firm. Click Create a Firm one more time, name it as it's gonna represent your firm in Synder, and click Create. And your firm's workspace will be created. It will also be available under the person icon here as My Firm. Now let's go through some basics. One of the most important things here is your firm ID. This is going to be used to connect your clients to the firm. Later on, we'll also show you how it's going to work. Now what you'll also see here is two tabs, Your Colleagues and Clients. Respectively, you can set up a list of your staff or colleagues on this page, invite them to join your firm in Synder, and on the Clients tab, you can have a list of your clients in Synder. So let's start with the Clients tab. First, let me show you how to connect a new client. Firstly, this client should have an account in Synder. You might need to connect your client first if you do that, or maybe your client sets up this account on their side. In both ways, the further flow will be the same. Let's say I already connected this client under my account, so in order for them to appear under Firms Workspace, we click Add Client, copy this firm ID here or from the top of the page, open this client's account, go to the person icon in the upper right, My Account, scroll down the page, switch to Accounting Firm, and paste the firm ID for connection that you've just copied, and click Apply. In case your client already created their Synder account, the same thing should be done on their side. Just share your firm ID with them and let them follow the same steps. Now you or your client will see that the request to join your firm's workspace is pending. And on your side, in Firms Workspace, you'll see the same pending request. Just approve it and your client will be connected to your firm's workspace. And once the client is connected, you can have access to them and work with them with unlimited permissions. I've connected some more clients, so now let's see what you can do in the Clients tab. Once you click on any of the clients, you will see the Billing tab with billing info showing Synder product they're subscribed to, level of subscription plan, add-ons, renewal date, and sinks amount renewal. And another tab that you can view on the client's details is the firm colleagues who work with this client. If you already have some colleagues connected to your firm, you can add any colleagues to this client from here and select them on this client's account. I don't have any colleagues connected yet, so at this point I can only select myself. So let's go to the Main Colleagues tab and add some colleagues. We always recommend setting up the clients list first and then start working on your colleague list or inviting your colleagues to join your firm in Synder. You can add a colleague really easily. Just click the Add Colleague button, type in the name of your colleague, type in the email, then select a certain client that you want this colleague to work with and their role in the client. The role will give certain permissions. So your colleague can have manager permissions, meaning they have manager rights on this client, or they can have member rights, meaning they have limited rights on this client. Then just send the invitation. Your colleague is going to have the invitation sent to their email address. They will just click one button and join your firm by this invitation. So it's pretty straightforward, and until they accept this invitation, you'll see the invited status. And now my invited colleague has accepted the invitation, so if I refresh the page, I'll see them as active. Also, if you open the client assigned, you'll see this colleague under their profile. And in case you want this colleague assigned to other clients too, you can switch to the Clients tab, select the needed client, switch to the Firms Colleague tab, click Add Firm Colleague, and choose the needed colleague from the list. If needed, the colleague can be removed through three dots button, Remove option. Let's also add one more colleague the same way. In case you're inviting a colleague who will be working on the client that's not under your Clients tab yet, you can assign them to any other client already connected to the firm. And later on, when the needed client is connected, you'll be able to reassign the colleague accordingly. This colleague has accepted the invitation, so I can refresh the page and see the active status. By clicking on this colleague, I can reassign them to another client and remove the initial one, and the same actions can be done on clients level. So if I open Clients tab and click on the needed client, Firm Colleagues tab, I will be able to assign the colleague from here too. Now let's talk about the admin in the firm. Any admin of the firm has full access to any client. So if I'm the admin, I will always have manager permissions in all of the clients that are connected to my firm. Also, I can remove this client as an admin of the firm. So if I don't work with this client anymore, I just want to disconnect them from my firm, I click three dots button, remove, and this client is not going to be listed on this tab anymore and not going to be associated with the firm. What's also important is that there are two tabs inside the colleague details. First tab, personal details, the name, the email, and the role in the firm. So this is important because there can be several admins in the firm. Let's say you're the firm creator, so you are the admin. In case you want to be the only admin who can add or remove clients or colleagues, just leave your colleagues in this tab as colleagues. They have only view permissions inside the firm. However, if needed, you can make them admins, meaning that they will have full admin rights. They will be able to connect new clients, approve clients' requests, invite other colleagues, and so on. Same way, if needed, you can make them just colleagues again. Now let's also see how the firm's workspace will be shown to non-admins. Let's say this colleague. So this is how Chris will be able to see the firm. She's not the admin, so she has view-only rights, both on colleagues and on clients tab. Now you know how Firms Workspace works in Synder. You can also find plenty of useful guides and video tutorials in our knowledge base, and for any additional help, just apply to us via chat, phone or email, as we're available 24/7. Have a good journey with Synder.